This show was made possible with the continued support of the RevSharks affiliate program. Howdy friends, it's that time again. Time for us to place our finger on the pulse of the online gambling industry. And this week, there are warning signs coming out of America reminding us of some of the darkest days of our industry. So this week we begin in the United States as 50 U.S. Attorney Generals from all across the country are asking the federal government to crack down on illegal offshore internet betting sites. Sound familiar? Just wait. In a letter to the U.S. Department of Justice, there are calls for another UIGEA type event to block all payments to online casinos not licensed in America. And there are calls for another Black Friday type of event to seize domain names of these sites and shut them down permanently. Plus, the brave men and women that make up the Attorney General's offices across the country, who are sworn to protect the public and represent justice, also would like to confiscate all the assets of these companies in what I am calling Operation Cash Grab, because in reality, that's what it is. These attorney generals go on to claim that these offshore gambling sites are responsible for targeting young people, for targeting the vulnerable, for failing to pay taxes, undermining the regulated industry, causing Lyme disease, starting the California wildfires, participating in the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand, and the development of high fructose corn syrup. Yeah. While the accusations are a-flying, one company has seen the light, so to speak, or perhaps it's just the writing on the wall, I don't know. DraftKings, no doubt, has been watching the shit show in the UK and across Europe for the past several years. And they know, or strongly suspect, that the same objections and fights are headed for American shores, which is why they have proactively banned the use of credit cards for deposits on their site. To get out in front of the issue, so to speak. Watch for other U.S. operators to follow, probably sooner rather than later on this particular issue. You know, eventually, at some point, all those deposit limits, speed of play restrictions, stake limits, and more, they're gonna raise their ugly heads on this side of the Atlantic. We know it's coming, right? Right? We enter the second half of our program by sending out congratulations to a couple of APCW members. First up, it's Campion affiliates, who made the short list for Best Affiliate Program and Affiliate Program of the Year at the Affiliate Leaders Awards for 2025. Then Boomerang Partners also made the Affiliate Leaders short list for those same categories, plus Affiliate Leader of the Year, as well as several other nominations. Winners will be announced on September 17th at the SBC Summit in Lisbon. Speaking of which, that event is rapidly closing in, officially opening September 16th, the day before the awards. I would love to see all of you there. But this year, I did not make the cut of important people heading to Lisbon. Instead, the cameraman will sit home while the truly important people make the trip. Anthony will be meeting with our existing partners. Nicole will be meeting with potential new partners. Gary Trask will attend and moderate sessions. And Michael Korfman, well, Mike's gonna stand in the booth. In addition to the awards, SBC Summit will feature meetings and connection opportunities, educational sessions, charity matches, a super CEO panel on regulation, and who knows, you may even be able to find a party or two. Lastly, what would this show be without at least a brief mention of the UK Gambling Commission? You may recall that their new mandatory levies are due in full no later than October 1st. And just to prove how committed the Commission is to working with their operators, just to show you how much they appreciate the operators that allow them to stay in business, they've threatened them with a complete loss of their gambling license if they don't pay up and have the cash on time. And, you know, if the money don't show up by November, the Commission's planning to send Benny, Guido, and Moose to the homes of the CEOs of these companies and break their legs. I'm exaggerating, of course, but it might not be that far of an exaggeration. I'm just saying. Hey, you know what? We're out of time for another week, but I'm gonna come back next week and do this again, God willing. Did I have bloopers? Of course. Were they funny? No.